physical and emotional, and I say it's mainly because I was vulnerable. And at that point, and at that very moment that happened, I knew that I would never let it happen to me again because I liked the way I felt, but then I didn't like the way I felt.
Because I would imagine that I would love that feeling while
You
it's
would
going
like
on,
it.
but afterwards,
I'm like,
I'm gonna feel like if in any way this man makes me feel slighted, like afterwards his behavior is, that's gonna really have an effect on how that makes me feel
I'm
afterwards.
telling you, I don't know, but most of the time, if you're not in a serious relationship and you cry like that, if he knows, then he'll know that, okay, I got her.
and for me, at that point in time, the guy knew that he had me, so my behavior changed because I didn't want him to have me like that. And once my behavior changed, and then the relationship, it slowly, but
But see, and you were lucky enough to be able to say, okay, I'm going to change my behavior, because to me it would seem like a lot of women would get caught in that cycle of
no, I didn't like that.
almost like an addiction. Like
It
it feels
is.
so good, even
Some
though
women do.
this person may
It
mistreat me, I still want
But
what
you're
they
going to
give
allow
me.
that because of
Yeah.
that good sex.
So that's what I was saying, that I think that you would be an exception. I think that I would probably be like you, be able
Yeah.
to say, because even to the point where I could say, unless this man can show me that he has my best interest,
Yeah,
then I'm
you're
not
right.
going to get to
You're
that
so
point to
very
be able to
right,
allow him to penetrate me emotionally, because to me that's what it seemed like
An
it's
emotional,
happening. It's
yeah.
emotional penetration.
I mean, and
I'm
then
sorry, but I disagree totally.
I don't like that. I mean, the feeling of
I do.
being,
Well, have you ever
That
felt
vulnerable.
emotionally vulnerable with a man?
yes,
I have.
But it didn't have anything to do with sex.
No.
Okay, that's the same thing that I've experienced. But kind of like the idea that I'm getting in my mind when I visualize myself having this wonderful experience sexually and then having tears from it, I just picture myself being very emotionally penetrated and vulnerable.
You know what? And the
And
thing
I've
about it-
experienced that outside of sex, so for me to experience it sexually just probably would mess me
intensify.
up.
And that's the thing, because I made a decision to stay, because it's kind of like, man, do I give up some good feeling sex, or what am I going to do? But I made the decision to stay. And then because I made that decision to stay, not right then, but things started to change. Because it's like, oh, all I got to do is just give her some good sex, she'll be all right. Which was the case for a while. I'd be mad, pissed off. I want to know what's wrong with you. Come on over here. Then next thing you know, I'm okay. Then act out again. Oh, let me give her a little some sugar, okay. But then you get tired, you're like, no. Then you be like, no, I can't see you. I can't be around you. Because it's going to be hard for you not to even give in. It's going to be like, my mind telling me no, but my body is telling me yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm just speaking from my personal experience, because with everyone else, it's different. I know with me, it's like I open myself up to be vulnerable, but to me, I don't think we should. I noticed that
Can I ask a question? Why do we, or why did you, or why do women open themselves up to be vulnerable to a man sexually when men don't do that? And you can detect that.
Because they think they already doing what
Women
they
are more
supposed to do anyway.
emotional than men, period. We're more emotional, we're more affectionate and all that. So
But
therefore,
men do open themselves up like that.
I think a lot of times it's because women open themselves up like that is because they get tired of being by themselves, they get tired of being alone, and they just want somebody to be there for them.
But
That's not the reason why I
have
did
to
it.
open
That's not the
yourself
reason
up
why
like
I
that
did
to be with somebody. do
No,
you?
I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying, I'm asking you.
No, you don't.
Okay.
That's not the reason why I did it. The reason why I did it is, I'm going to be just flat out honest with you. I says, one day I was just sitting thinking, I really would really like to just have me some good That's just what I said. And I started sitting there and I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, you already doing what you do. They do, he doing what he do. How could it be better? To open yourself up and allow yourself to enjoy it. Open yourself up and allow yourself to be who you want to be, during, affectionate or during intercourse. Because some people, they like to scream, they like to talk, but they don't do it because they're afraid of what their mate might say. They don't want you talking, they don't want you screaming. So it's like you're not even really enjoying sex. If you can't scream out, you can't say, yeah, baby, or what is that? You want me to be quiet? Hello? I don't think so, because to me that's not enjoyment. Because I have to be somebody that I'm not. I can't holler loud, or I can't say, let's move to this side. I can't do this, or you can't feel that you can do this because you don't know how I would react. I think a lot of problems in the relationship, the sexual problems, is because they don't talk to each other and communicate what they want sexually. And they scared to holler, they scared to do whatever because of what the next person might say. I know, I'm just speaking from experience, because for years I never, I'm not saying I want to just talk all vulgar or whatever, but you might want to just let out a yell or something. Or just say, yeah, I like that, or or something like that. But most people don't, because, oh, he doesn't like for me to talk. Oh, because he doesn't like for you to talk, that means he enjoys and he gets what he wants. But you're not
caring about, and
yourself.
he's not caring about you
You see what I'm
enjoying
saying?
yourself.
So what do you think about that?
I was just thinking that I, over time, have learned that I personally will not have sex with a man if he doesn't open himself up to me emotionally. If I do, I will feel used. So I just don't do it. If he can't open himself up to me emotionally, then I can't be intimate with him. And that's because when I say I've never cried, that doesn't mean that I haven't opened myself up emotionally. I just haven't let it go so far as to be my most vulnerable, but I have been vulnerable in that way. And that's how I know that it took me some time to see that, what was causing my dislike for that is the fact that I'm open emotionally, but this man is not. He's protecting himself. He has his guard, his shield. But as a woman, that's like a no-no. That's a negative. If a man sees that you always have your protective emotional shield up, then he gonna keep stepping. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they want you to be open, but at the same time,
They don't want you to be too open.
true. But at the same time, they don't want to open themselves. So I feel like that's selfish. If you don't want to open yourself emotionally, then I'm not gonna be intimate with you, because that's part of my intimacy. That's part of me having sex with a person, is the intimacy of us opening our emotions up to each other. No, that doesn't mean, oh, I love you, baby, or whatever. It just means that you remove that barrier and I can see you. I can see that, yeah, you also have a vulnerable side. You understand what I'm saying? Because we all have that. They just shield it. And if I see that they're shielding it, I can't even enjoy it. I don't care if they the mom. If they not open, I can't enjoy it. I'm just not gonna do it. Because I'm gonna feel violated. So that's just, when women, like when people say, well, I don't have sex on the first date, or I don't have sex for the first 3 months. I don't have sex until that man opens himself emotionally to me.